Here is a quick little introductory video of how to use LinkedIn as a tool to build your own personal network. We're going to go over 4 steps of things that you can do so LinkedIn can help build your professional network. The first step, set up your own LinkedIn profile. There are 3 things that your LinkedIn profile must have to start. The first is a picture that represents you. It doesn't need to be a professional glamour shot photo. You can use your cell phone and have someone take a picture of you that represents who you are. The second is you need to have a headline. Talk about who you are and what you want to be. This is very short and concise, but people will see this as one of the first things next to your picture. Third, focus on your education system, your education section. In this, talk about your major, your minor, which courses you've taken, ways you've gotten involved on campus, the extracurricular activities, the things you've done for your econometrics paper. All those things you can put here, and that's going to be one of the biggest selling points you have. You can also add things to your work experience, to your volunteer, and other things, but these are the first 3 things that you need to have before you start using LinkedIn to connect with other professionals. Step 2 is you need to connect with people on LinkedIn. So use search terms to look for jobs, internships, or careers that might interest you. Depending on your major or your interests of where you want to, the type of career you want, here are some examples of different search terms you can use. And so if you're an economics major, using the word data analyst or consulting are 2 common terms that we see amongst jobs and individuals who are in careers based from their econ major. So once you do those search terms, what you might find is that there's a lot of search results. So what you can do is you can go to filters and you can add Southern Utah University into the school filter. This will give you a list of individuals who have the search term in their profile and went to SUU. By building on common experiences like being a student at SUU, you will find that it's easier to build your network. You will also find that individuals are much more likely to connect with you and provide meaningful service to you by having that shared experience. The alumni network of SUU is truly amazing. As you find individuals, go ahead and look at their profiles. Start with their current job. See what they do for their job. Scroll down to the bottom of the page and look at their education. What was their major? What did they do to get involved during their experience at SUU? Did they go to graduate school? Was there a gap between undergrad and graduate school? Look at their experiences. So you can see when they graduated, what was their first job coming out of SUU? What was their second job? What was their third job? What was their career trajectory? How did they get to where they're at? What you'll find is that many individuals who are in top management positions or positions that you might want to be in someday have similar pathways that they took in order to get to those jobs. So look at these profiles and examine them to see what it is you can learn about paths that other people have taken from SUU. Along with that second step, as you look at these individuals, don't be afraid to connect. You don't need to have a personal connection. This is a professional network. So if you find someone who has a job that interests you or has a background that interests you, go ahead and click on the connect button. Once you are on the connected, then you can send free messages to each other. That's really important because once you can send a message, that will take us to step 3. Step 3 is informative interview. I really want to encourage you to go beyond just a digital connection that's meaningless on LinkedIn. Take it to be a personal connection as part of your own personal professional network. So send them a message. Here's an example of a message you can do. All right. And with this message, the invitation is to get them on the phone for 5 minutes, for just a few minutes even, to create that personal professional connection. Now, once you get them on the phone, you might be thinking, what do I say? Well, here are 3 simple questions you can ask. First, what do you do for your job? Second, how did you get there? Third, what advice would you give me? By asking them those questions, you can find more about what it is that they have done with their career. How did they get there? And you'll be amazed at the advice that they give you. This is really good advice. And I encourage you to listen to them and to do these informative interviews. They are incredibly scary at first, but you will find as you do these, they get easier and easier, and the benefits of them are immense. It takes those digital connections to being personal, professional connections. Step 4, keep a record and follow up. So here's an example of a spreadsheet that I create. Or I have in column A the individual's name. In B, I have their position, their employer, where they're located, and a link to their LinkedIn page so I can get quick access to them and send an email to them. I use this for many different things. I also have a column of notes that I learned from my informative interview when I talk to them. So I have this in case I have a student that's looking for a job at Chick-fil-A. I can then look to see in my professional network, who do I know at Chick-fil-A, and I can then connect those students. This is something that you can have, and so if you're looking to get a job in a specific location, you can actually filter the spreadsheet to find those in your network with that location. So I encourage you, keep record as part of after you have these informative interviews and look at LinkedIn profiles. Now, once you have a record, the next step is it's okay to follow up. So if you had a great conversation and you're looking for an internship, follow up with your professional network. Ask them or send them a message and say, thank you so much for taking the time to talk with me. It sounds like an awesome company you work for. I would love to be able to do an internship with this company. Can you direct me to the internship opportunities your company offers? It's okay to ask them for that. You can then ask them, who do I talk to that's in charge of hiring? Or maybe you found a job at that company and you want to message them and say, what can I do to be a competitive candidate for this job? You're not asking them for a job. You're not asking them for an internship. You're asking them for advice and guidance on how to be competitive in that application process. You can also ask them for referrals. Say, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me. It was very interesting. I would love to be able to talk to a couple other people in this industry. Can you recommend individuals that I reach out to learn more about careers in this field? Ask for referrals and build your own professional network. So again, those 4 steps: set up your own LinkedIn profile, connect with people on LinkedIn, make those connections personal through informative interviews, and keep a record and follow up. It's okay to ask your professional network for professional favors, so do so. As Colin Powell once said, there are no secrets to success. It is the result of preparation, hard work, and learning from failure. I hope you experience failure, and I hope you experience the success that comes as you build your professional network.